Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Dan the Happy Idiot, and today we have a Mossberg Double Reticle Scope in a Mossberg number 9 mount. These were made 1938 to 1940. I got two out here because usually you'll see this style with the multiple holes in it. However, I have one. They're both number 9 mounts. They're both marked. It has only the 2 holes in it. Okay. Mossberg doesn't always mark their stuff too well. This one, for instance, isn't marked double reticle at all anywhere on the scope body. This one, however, is. Let me see if I can get that in there. I think you can see it in there. So anyhow, most of the time they're marked. Well, sometimes they're marked, sometimes they're not. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take this one apart, clean this up. So first we'll take out the erector lens assembly. It's right here. This is a 4 power. They also made these in 8 power. You could take the tube out and replace it with an 8 power tube. This one's a 4 power tube. It's not marked down here at the bottom as to what it is. However, the 8 power is marked 8 power. I think you can see it. It's right there. Well, they're basically the same, just the lenses are different inside there. Same length and everything. This is the 8 power. And that's the 4 power. Okay. So this is the double reticle system. Pull this out, and that end, maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. There's the crosshair. You flip it around, there's a post. Well, you might be able to see that. Yeah, I think you can see the post. And the other side's a crosshair, which I doubt you'll be able to see. But it's in there, and when you put this in, the lenses focus on one, whichever one's closest to it, and it sees right past that one. I don't know how it does it. It does it. It works. Okay, so we'll take the reticle, put it over here out of the way so it don't get messed up. Unscrew the lens assembly. Okay, so there's the one lens inside of there. There's the second lens. And I'll stand that up on the metal. No, that's going to get in the way. We'll just lean it down for right now. Get my t-shirt. Take this, clean it up. And like I say, you want to keep the orientation the same as it was when you took it apart. So that one's clean. Put that in. Put it in the tube. Put it on the metal thingamajig over there. Pull these off. There's spacers and the little orifice thing, whatever it's called. I'm just going to go ahead and put them in the tube. Okay, so we go to the next lens. Clean it up. And it's clean. Put it in there. Next lens. And I think the 8 power is basically the same with different lenses in it. I think it's got the same amount of lenses in it. They're just either spaced differently, and they're different lenses. It's just slightly different. Basically, you take it apart, you treat it the same way when you go to clean it up. Okay, we'll clean this one off. Put that in there. Make sure there's no noise. And that for the time being is just going to stay out. Okay, now we're going to the maybe. Crap. Okay, I'm back. It was just harder to get off than I thought it was going to be. So we unscrew that end, put it over there. The objective end is usually has a bigger opening than the ocular lens. They look the same, but this one's actually smaller to hold the lenses in. Okay. So now we're going to unscrew this. Push the lens out. And from just sitting around, this lens has gotten nasty. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's dirty as all hell. Alright, so we'll take this. The lens retainer on this side does not have a little a cutout or anything for you to grab it in. So what I do is just basically put a sharp knife in the brass of the lens retainer and just loosen it up that way. And once it loosens up, just take it out with your finger and then flip it over. And that's nasty. I don't know if you could see it, but look how dirty it is. So we'll clean this one off. Now it's cleaned off, and put it back in. Put the lens retainer back in. Take the knife, tighten it up some. It doesn't rattle, and it's a heck of a lot cleaner. Alright, so now we'll put this back in. It's got the hole right there that lines up with the hole right here. Got the little slide thingy goes in. You want to try to line them up as best you can. And I'm pushing it in by the lens retainer. Then put the slide and the screw in there. put that little cover thing or whatever on the very end. Okay, this is cleaned. This is the reticle, dual reticle. So I want the crosshairs. I'm putting the crosshairs in there. Now you look through. You look through the scope tube before you put it in the scope, and you focus the crosshairs to your eye. Everything else is going to be blurry because it's not set up. Well, it's not looking through the last lens there. You put this in, and then you. Oh, that's sweet. You want to make the reticle and put the reticle in the right orientation, straight up and down, because you can. There's nothing holding it. It's kind of a dumb design to put it like that. The Wallensack scope of the era had a little locating pin right here, which Mossberg should have done it the same way. So you have to take and look through it, centered up to your liking. Well, I did have a rubber eye couple in this, and it's here somewhere. Put it together, and it's all done. And I'm gonna make videos about more Mossberg stuff, about the mounts, about the other scopes and all that, but that's where I'm starting at now. Okay, so thanks for stopping in. I'm Dan the Happy Idiot, and have a great day, and I'll see you next time.